It's Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Michael Che.
Colin Jost. Well, guys, it turns out that Donald Trump may not be the financial genius that no one ever really thought he was. According to tax documents from 1985 to 1994, Trump appears to have lost, quote, more money than any other American taxpayer. And I love that during that period, when he was losing $1 billion, he had the audacity to write a book about how great he was at business. It's like if right now R. Kelly wrote a book on babysitting. But somehow there are still Trump supporters who are trying to spin this as a good thing. Look at this clip from Fox and Friends.
If anything, you read this and you're like, wow, it's pretty impressive, all the things that he's done in his life. It's beyond what most of us could ever achieve.
Come on, blonde lady. Even you don't believe that. I mean, you said the last part into your hand. It would be like if I said, oh, Donald Trump, he's just such a hardworking president.
President Trump's tax documents also show that his airline, which I didn't know anything about, launched in 1989 and lost $7 million a month until it shut down in 1992. And just to give you an idea of how bad his airline was, it lasted 33 years less than Spirit.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who always looks like he's watching a man slowly drown, he said that the Mueller investigation is over and the Democrats should stop endlessly relitigating the 2016 election. Then he went back to trying to repeal Obamacare for literally the 55th time. Because McConnell always does what's best for the country. The Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee has subpoenaed Donald Trump Jr. to testify about his meeting with Russian officials. And so that he didn't feel left out, Eric got a subpoena from Detective Pikachu.
President Trump escalated his trade war with China on Friday. And as a proud father of over 500 pairs of sneakers, this really worries me. China makes everything I need to survive. Shoes, hoodies, fake Louis Vuitton, beef and broccoli, rush hour. Even when I see a tag on something that says made in America, that tag was probably made in China.
And President Trump held a rally in the Florida Panhandle this week, and it was exactly what you're imagining.
Who's coming to the United States? So these countries put people in a basket like little... Who is it? Who is it? It's big, strong rivers. It's snake country. You gotta like snakes a lot. Got a young man, boot edge edge. Boot edge edge. They say edge edge. So always keep your eyes open, be careful, and let law enforcement know when you see a kook.
Hello, Kook Squad? Now, I know that speech didn't sound very eloquent, but for the Florida Panhandle, it was basically the Gettysburg Address. And if you think that's harsh about the Panhandle, just listen to this fun exchange about migrants at the border.
But how do you stop these people? You can't. There's no... That's only in the Panhandle you can get away with that statement.
Trump's just like, I love you guys in the Panhandle. Y'all murdering snake freaks. This week marked the first anniversary of Melania Trump's Be Best anti-bullying campaign. And if you don't think it's going well, you're a fat idiot who has no friends.
President Trump welcomed the Boston Red Sox to the White House in honor of their World Series win. However, most of the team's black players skipped the ceremony in protest. Said Trump, perfect.
Cory Booker will attend a fundraiser hosted by the founder of LinkedIn, making Booker the first person to actually accept an invitation from LinkedIn.